This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
And we're live at the Hangout on Cash Road, where you need to hang out with us right next to Anderson Pharmacy for our Coaches Show, which is each and every Tuesday. And believe it or not, we're up to week 6 already. So, man, these seasons come to fly by pretty fast. And so we want you to come join us. Don't forget, we've got the Family Night Special that's now until close, which is 1 large pizza. You also get 4 drinks. You get the cheesy bread and the dessert, all for $40. Don't forget about their lunch specials. And Miss Natalie, we've got so much. We've got hail and farewells going on. We've got pool tables. We've got karaoke Wednesday. When do you have time to rest?
I guess I'll rest when I'm dead. I don't know.
So talk about a little bit of some of the other stuff. We talked about brunches. We talk about Saturday, actually football anytime of games that you want to watch. We've got the screens that are loaded up with all of your favorite games that you can do as well. So we want you to be a part of that.
Absolutely.
What else?
Well, you pretty much summed it all up.
Well, I mean, I took everything out. Well, you can branch the lunch special.
Yeah, well, we do have a lunch special that is pretty popular. It's $9.95. You get a small one-topping pizza, and it includes your drink or a hamburger or cheeseburger basket as well. And that's also $9.95 with a drink. We're also getting calls now to book holiday parties.
Okay.
So, if people are looking for a place to hang out or have a group gathering for the holidays, you could give the Hangout a call and make a reservation.
All right, so make sure you do that. And, of course, we've got our area coaches to talk about. We usually have 5 schools represented. We're in the middle of the district, so each game means something. We'll talk about last week and then this week's games coming up, and we'll do that right after this timeout here at the Hangout. We'll be back with more with the Coaches Show live at the Hangout on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton's newest hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road. A family-friendly atmosphere featuring their award-winning pizza and calzone, made fresh daily from their secret family recipe. With handcrafted burgers, wings, appetizers, salad, and homemade desserts, including deep-fried banana pudding. Come hang out with us. The Hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road in Lawton.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Drop back to pass. He's got some time. Forks out of the pocket. Man, he's got room. He's looking downfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Kyrie Coleman. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Can he get in? Touchdown, Bulldogs! 40-yard.
Cooksey checking with his guys. Racer Faithful getting loud. Cooksey has the snap. Got time to throw a fire on the flat pass. It's caught. Dropped immediately. Ball's loose. It rolls out of the end zone. They're going to say it's incomplete.
King will throw. He's going to launch it for the first down.
He's open.
He has a man.
Touchdown.
And it's caught for a touchdown. Touchdown, Midwest City.
Back to pass, back to work. Set up the screen pass to Josh Rushing. Makes the connection to the 40, 45, 50. Off to the races. One man to beat. He will score. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, MacArthur!
Talking to Coach Hill a little bit about that. I mean,
There goes Brody.
There's Brody. He's to the 40. He's going to be brought down. No, he's not. He's going to be at the 20, 15, 10. That is an Elgin Owl touchdown.
Woo!
This time Sperry keeps it himself, cuts out the middle. He got the first
How
down.
fast are you?
He throws on the Jets. He's got 20 to beat. 10, 5, touchdown, Kevin Sperry.
Wow.
All right, back here at the Hangout, where we hang out each and every Tuesday. You can come join us at 6 p.m. 5 area schools get spotlighted each and every Tuesday. Get their pizza. That you won't be disappointed at all. The pizza is great here at the Hangout. So that's probably my favorite. And in fact, I will give you a word to the wise. You don't have to necessarily get a large if it's just the two of you, because a medium will do. You'll make sure that you're taken care of. So now it's time to talk football with one of our area schools, the MacArthur Highlanders. First off, congratulations, Coach, on the win and undefeated. How are you feeling right now as the team setting up for this last juncture of the season?
We're feeling good. I feel like we're in we're in a good spot being 5-0. I think we should be 5-0 at this point, and we're just trying to work hard and just keep getting better, because we know we've got some big district games coming up, and just trying to improve ourselves every single day.
Okay, so this one, this is kind of the strange thing that we've got is we're home away for the rest of the way. It's kind of our first away game was last week with Altus, and now we're back at home against Ardmore. So you kind of saw a little bit of them on film. What did you take away from seeing from them that you have to prepare for Friday?
Well, Ardmore's a totally different animal than any of the other teams that we played. They're the flex bone, and we had a lot of years where we played a lot of flex bone teams and really got used to it. 2, 3, sometimes even 4 times a year. And it's been a while since we've done that, and hadn't really seen it a whole lot. But luckily our staff, they've been around, and
they've seen it a time or two.
They've seen it a few times.
Yeah.
So you always have to do some different stuff to defend that, and it's kind of it's a complicated offense to defend. But I feel like our game plan's good, and Ardmore is a team that we saw them in week 0 against Eisenhower, and we're not very impressed at all. They didn't look like the typical Ardmore team, but all those coaches that coached them through the great playoff runs and getting all the way to the state championship and district championships. All those guys are still there, and they're obviously they're still really good coaches, and so they have improved them. They look totally different. Just as far as their organization and the way they are executing their offense and defense, they look a lot better now than they did in week 0. I know they're struggling. I know they haven't won a game yet, but they are an improved team from the last time we got to see them.
Well, I kind of say the same thing about Altus. I saw a little bit of Altus in the beginning of the season, but then when you played them on Friday, I got to see them for the 4 quarters, and I said they've improved from where they were for the last couple of years, and you can kind of see where Coach Reed is bringing them into that direction. So I guess more reps, more games, hopefully teams start to improve.
That and, good coaches they get the most out of their kids and they play hard. And
right.
if you, I tell our team all the time, if you have a good attitude and you give good effort in practice, we're going to get better. We can deal with a lot of other mistakes and things we need to fix as long as we have that attitude and effort there.
Your keys to the game for Friday and what you need to do for a win?
Well, obviously we're going to have to be disciplined on defense and do our job and to defend that flex bone. Offensively is where I really want to see a lot of improvement. I feel like that we have, we've played good enough to win in 5 games. We've had some flashes of what I feel like we could be like,
right.
But we also have a lot of self-induced, mistakes that are preventing us from being great. I think we're so close, and I I can't wait for the time to come to where it all clicks and we are as good as I think we can be offensively.
Well, and the good news is you got a little bit of time to do that. You know, they always talk about teams when they peak. Some peak really early and then they kind of, taper off. Yeah. This is a great opportunity that if you say that we've not really reached that maximum point yet for offense, but it could be coming, and it may come right at the right time.
Yeah, no, because we haven't. We have not peaked yet, and I feel like we're close. Kids are working hard. They're doing a good job, and we need to get out there and play the way we're capable of playing.
Lastly, for you, how the district's faring? Because this right now. Into week 2, you already have a couple of district games in. You're getting the pecking order, so to speak. But anything surprise you? Anything that comes to the top when you talk about our district?
Well, not necessarily what I feel like is the top. I think our district is as cut and dried maybe as it has been in a long time. I feel like you've got MacArthur and Elgin and Midwest City that are probably the top 3 with El Reno right outside, but. Noble played El Reno down to the very, very end. Tried a 2-point conversion to win the game at the end and didn't get it. So, I don't know if that means El Reno's not quite as good as we thought they were going to be, or if Noble's a little bit better. But I feel pretty confident that our top 3 are us and Elgin and Midwest City.
Okay, so that's both on the slate because we've got the Ardmore, then we have up to Midwest City, and then back for El Reno for a fall break game. So kind of seeing who we are here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah,
definitely.
No doubt.
Okay. All right, some of the players coming with us. Bo DeLong. So tell us a little bit about this sport-rich history of the family that you kind of are involved in. What's it like at the house? I mean, I guess it's sports 24/7, right?
Yeah, there's sports all around for us. We're obviously really big on baseball.
Yes.
But all of us have always liked football, played football, all my siblings.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun to, in the footsteps of the previous generations that passed that torch down to you. But how fun has this season been for you?
Oh, it's been ecstatic. I mean, we've been all around really excited for every game. We're 5-0, obviously.
Yeah.
Really excited for the next half of our season.
Pretty good to be in that position, and there's several of those teams that are in that 5-0, and then all of a sudden that's going to start to change because some of those teams are going to play other teams. What is your goals coming into this season? You played last year as a starter. If there was anything particularly that you wanted to get better at, what was it, and what did you try to focus on?
I don't know, just really everything. I mean, there wasn't one particular thing I was going into the season trying to get better at. I was more thinking about the team and what we can do to improve.
Okay, being honest now, how much of a film studier are you?
Particularly, I like, especially if we're playing a good defense, I for sure watch film. I look into tendencies, try to see what I can use for every Friday.
Do you like film, or is film more like homework?
Half and half.
At least you're honest. Because I got to bring this up because, all the talk about Dion, what Coach Dion does is that everybody's connected to a tablet when they get it, and he knows exactly, without fail, how much time you've put in prep. So if Coach was to do that to you.
We do.
Oh, okay, you do. What kind of grade do you get as far as the reflection of how often that notebook gets open?
Like a C-.
I don't mean to pick on you. What's your favorite food?
Probably chicken fried steak.
All right. Where's the best place to get it?
I like Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah?
And,
you like it with all the white gravy? I mean,
white gravy.
Just really smothered on that? Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite subject in school?
Subject, probably math.
Okay. And then what game on the slate is left that you are most excited for? Who is it and why?
I think for me, every game I'm most excited for. There's no
Coach
one team
speak.
I'm
not taking it, but that's okay. We'll accept it. Every game, or maybe it's the next game, right? Okay. Your partner right next to you, AJ. Tell you what, how fun has this season been for you?
It's been really good. We put in a lot of work in the off season, and we're all like a tight group.
Yeah.
So just succeeding as a team, it's really good.
Well, we talk about that when Elgin gets up here. They talk about the tightness of their formation of guys that kind of grew up together, played together. You guys have done that too for a nucleus of a lot of you guys from the JV and then going into the next level. So what did you want to come into this season? You were a starter last year, and if you wanted to improve on something, what would it be for you?
I just wanted to become a better leader, like now being an upperclassman, just help the young guys on the team or people are going into bigger roles, just being a leader and just.
What is your advice for underclassmen when they look up to you?
I would just say stay locked into your job, and if you get frustrated sometimes, just don't give up. There's a lot of football to be played, and
you talked about your leadership skills. Are you more a lead by example leader, or are you a vocal leader, or a little bit of both?
I feel like I'm a little bit of both. I feel like I'm pretty vocal, like on the field, and then in the weight room, I feel I'm really vocal.
Like Max Plunk, love vocal?
I don't think I'm on that level yet. But.
I remember him, and we like to pick on him anyway. Max loves it. But I know he would always give the introductory speech for those coming into the program that had never done weights. And he said when he inflects his voice and he says, now I may yell, but I'm not mad at you. So, I mean, he always had to put that in there that because I just
talk loud.
I just talk loud. Okay. Oh, and then I'm going to do the same thing as what you did with Mr. Bo DeLong. Any particular game that excites you as a player coming up on the calendar?
Just the next one. I feel like we need to take 1 week at a time and just keep improving.
All right. Well, I'll take it because I'm not going to get anything else for it. Okay. Well, I appreciate both of you gentlemen. Good luck the rest of the way. It's been a phenomenal year following you guys 5-0, and let's just keep it going from here.
That's right.
All right. So we're going to take another timeout. We're here at the Hangout. Don't forget the special. That's the large pizza, the cheesy bread, the 4 drinks, and the dessert, all for $40. That's for the remainder of tonight. Don't forget their the lunch specials throughout the weekday for $9.95 as well. We'll be back with more of our Coaches Show. We've got Cash in the house. We've got Elgin, Lawton High, and Eisenhower to talk to. We'll do that next right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton's newest hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road. A family-friendly atmosphere featuring their award-winning pizza and calzone, made fresh daily from their secret family recipe, with handcrafted burgers, wings, appetizers, salad, and homemade desserts, including deep-fried banana pudding. Come hang out with us. The Hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road in Lawton.
Drop back to pass. He's got some time. Forks out of the pocket. Man, he's got room. He's looking downfield. And he's got a man wide open. It's Kyrie Coleman. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Can he get in? Touchdown, Bulldogs! 40-yard.
Cooksey checking with his guys. Racer Faithful getting loud. Cooksey has the snap. Got time to throw a fire on the flat pass. It's caught. Dropped immediately. Ball's loose. It rolls out of the end zone. They're going to say it's incomplete.
King will throw. He's going to launch it for the first down.
He's open.
He has a man.
Touchdown.
And it's caught for touchdown. Touchdown, Midwest City.
Back to pass, back to work. Set up the screen pass to Josh Rushing. Makes the connection to the 40, 45, 50. Off to the races. One man to beat. He will score. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, MacArthur!
Talking to Coach Hill a little bit about that. I mean, there goes Brody.
There's Brody. He's to the 40. He's going to be brought down. No, he's not. He's going to be to the 20, 15, 10. That is an Elgin Al touchdown.
Woo! This time Sperry keeps it himself, comes out the middle. He got the first down. He throws on the Jets. He's got 20 to beat. 10, 5, touchdown, Kevin Sperry.
Wow.
All right, we're back here at the Hangout on Cash Road, your hangout each and every day, but especially Tuesday. You can come join us 6 p.m. right across from Anderson Pharmacy on Cash Road. Going to talk to the Cash Bulldogs, Coach Farron Griffin. And congratulations on a win. Again, I get to say that. You know, I like that repetitive stuff. That, you know, I'm sure you're liking that, huh?
Yes, it's awesome. You know, someone brought it to my attention the other day. The last 2 weeks, we've outscored our opponents 111-0. So
wow,
that's pretty good feat as well.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
you know, we're feeling pretty confident right now. You know, we know that we still have a lot of things to clean up, penalties and things like that, but we're getting better every week, and we're seeing that on film. And you know, that's what it's all about. It's not how you start, it's how you end. And you know, that's what we're looking for is to go and compete in this district and hopefully win the district and get in the playoffs and make some noise there.
Well, you know that you're put yourself in a pretty good position, but you kind of talked about your non-district schedule is pretty thick and really challenged you, and you had to kind of make some adjustments and movements. But it sounds like you found the place that you want to be in, you know, for right now.
Well, absolutely. You know, we played some tough teams early, you know, and it's like I said here the week after we played Elgin. I told you Elgin was going to do that to a lot of people, and they are. And, you know, Tuttle is Tuttle, and I think that if we were to play Tuttle right now, I think you would see a different ball game. Not necessarily saying we go out there and beat them, but it wouldn't be the ball game you saw week 0. So, you know, that's the thing that people need to understand is that in high school sports, it's all about getting better every week and finding out what your kids can do, and that's what those non-district games were for. And we honed in on what we were good at and have focused on that, and we've really played well the last 2 weeks, and it's been exciting to be a part of.
Well, this week you're going to be on a Thursday game, and that's kind of different for you because unlike the Lawton school is very used to playing Thursday. In fact, one is Thursday. We have 3 Thursday games this week, and one, which is you guys, is due to lack of officiating crews. And unfortunately, it's a kind of a longer bus ride for you on a Thursday night, a school night. But the thing is, that's why we really kind of encourage people that if you're ever thinking about trying to get into officiating, contact the OSSAA. They would love to have you because some of these, in fact, I think all schools were notified at the beginning of the year that there could be a chance that one of your games may be moved to a Thursday because of that. So I guess you got to roll with the punches. So what did you find with Elk City that you got to do, and your keys to the game for a win on Friday or Thursday?
Well, you know, Elk City is a very good football team. 2 years in a row, they've been to the semifinals. They were the district champions last year in our district. You know, they've graduated some people, but they're still very, very good. You know, their game's going to be to try to keep the ball away from us and march the ball at short chunks at a time. And their linemen play really well and low, so we're going to have to play really, really well. But, you know, I feel like things are gelling for our team, and it's going to be a good match for us on Thursday night. And I'm looking forward to the game. I told our kids, you know, 2-3 weeks ago, I don't know that I would have been looking forward to this game as much as I am right now. But after the past couple of weeks and the things that we've been able to do and the amount that we've improved, I'm excited. I'm ready to go meet this challenge Thursday night.
That's great. And player you got to go with us, what's your name, your grade, and what position?
I'm Braden Kavanaugh. I play linebacker, and I am a senior.
Okay, so a senior, reflecting back on all these seasons, how has this season been for you? You've been kind of ups and downs. You know, you had some stuff that, you know, we talked about some of those opponents in the beginning, and then all of a sudden some great success these past weeks. So how would you describe this year?
Definitely started out a little rough, but we played some good teams, and I think those help point out what we need to work on as a group.
Yeah.
And
you coming in as a senior, what did you want to improve on your game? How did you want to become better at your position?
Just be more physical.
Well, you got to be physical in the linebacking core there, that's for sure. You don't have to shy away from any physicalness. Well, what is it going to be, like a Thursday night, kind of out of routine? Like I said, some of these Lawton schools, they're familiar with playing Thursday or Friday. You know, we have a fall break Thursday, so everybody gets a little dose of that, but kind of throws it off in the week. Are you prepared for this challenge on a short week?
Yeah. We kind of shortened our practice schedule a little bit, but
yeah.
It'll be pretty much the same schedule once it comes to Thursday now.
Yeah.
As our Friday schedules.
What is your favorite food?
I'd have to go with steak.
Steak, and how do you like it cooked?
Medium rare.
Medium rare. That's the only way to eat it.
Only way it should
That's the
be.
way I say it. That's right. Otherwise, it can go somewhere else. I mean, if it starts to get cooked any longer than that. What is your favorite subject in school?
Well, I go to Votech for welding, so I'd definitely say that's probably.
Okay, so in the future, is that what you're going to take as a craft? I mean, occupation is getting into welding?
Yes, definitely something hands-on.
I think that's awesome because the thing is, I think that gets overlooked. A lot of those trades, they always push in different college levels, but the trades, with heat and air and plumbing, electricians, welders, and I'm just telling you, and I'm not looking to hire, but they're welders, their positions all over the place. I always see that open, looking for. So I think it won't be long. You get that. You get out, and you'll be welding next year.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be nice. All right. And is there any game that's left on the schedule that excites you more than any other? And if there is a game like that, who is it and why?
I'd probably say Clinton.
Clinton?
They're a good team, physical, fun to play.
It's always been a tradition that when I ask some of the Cache players, it always comes down to Clinton. I don't know if that's because Elgin has left. That used to be the rivalry. I think Clinton and Cache is becoming that takeover rivalry now, especially in the district. Yeah. All right. Well, good luck to you guys on Thursday. You can catch us. Billy and the gang will have us at 6:30 for the pregame, 7 o'clock for the kickoff Thursday night on the Cache channel. So we'll continue here at the Hangout, where you can hang out with us each and every Tuesday for our Coaches Show. That is the Cache Bulldogs. Well, Coach, good luck to you on Thursday.
Thank you very much.
All right. We will be back with more of our Coaches Show. Still going to talk to Elgin, Lawton High, and Eisenhower. And we'll do that right after this timeout on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton's newest hangout, 5370 Northwest Cache Road. A family-friendly atmosphere featuring their award-winning pizza and calzone, made fresh daily from their secret family recipe. With handcrafted burgers, wings, appetizers, salad, and homemade desserts, including deep-fried banana pudding. Come hang out with us. The Hangout, 5370 Northwest Cache Road in Lawton.
Step into the best chapter of your life, one with rheumatology care from a provider who focuses on your well-being and getting you back to what matters most. Dr. Shahzad is dedicated to building long-lasting relationships based on trust and medical integrity with every single patient. Schedule your telemedicine appointment today. Don't let rheumatoid arthritis or other inflammatory conditions stop you from enjoying life. MMG, the power of many for the benefit of one.
Drop back to pass. He's got some time. Forks out of the pocket. Man, he's got room. He's looking downfield. And he's got a man wide open. It's Kyrie Coleman. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Can he get in? Touchdown, Bulldogs! 40-yard.
Cooksey checking with his guys. Racer Faithful getting loud. Cooksey has the snap. Got time to throw a fire on the flat pass. It's caught. Oh! Immediately. Ball loose. It rolls out of the end zone. They're going to say it's incomplete.
King will throw. He's going to launch it for the first down.
He's open.
He has a man.
Touchdown.
And it's caught for a touchdown. Touchdown, Midwest City.
Back to pass, back to work. Set up the screen pass to Josh Rushing. Makes the connection to the 40, 45, 50. Off to the races. One man to beat. He will score. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, MacArthur!
Talking to Coach Hill a little bit about that. I mean, there goes Brody.
There's Brody. He's to the 40. He's going to be brought down. No, he's not. He's going to be to the 20, 15, 10. That is an Elgin Al touchdown.
Woo! This time Sperry keeps it himself, comes up the middle. He got the first down. He throws on the Jets. He's got 20 to beat. 10, 5, touchdown, Kevin Sperry. Wow.
All right, back here at the Hangout on Cash Road, where you can hang out with us. We would appreciate you coming and joining us on our Coaches Show. We got a dining room full. I guess a hail and farewell party going on, and we've got our coaches, our players, each and every Tuesday. We want you to join us. Hey, don't forget the Family Night Special on Tuesday. It's really good for families because it's one large pizza. You get the cheesy bread, all 4 drinks, plus the dessert, $40. You can't beat that. Plus the lunch specials for $9.95, either the small pizza with the drink or the burger basket with the drink, $9.95. Time to the Elgin Owls. We had the MacArthur Highlanders, who are 5-0. Elgin Owls also 5-0. This is kind of a carryover from last year. At this juncture, you were still 5-0. So what makes this year different from last when you compare the two?
Last year was just kind of, a lot of things were new to us, and to be there was, I thought that we could get there. So that's probably what makes it different is, this year we bring back a lot of guys, and I thought that, and the whole team kind of knew we could get to this point this year. So that's probably the only thing that's different about the two is just kind of there was a little bit of unknown going into it early, and then we caught some steam and won our first 2 district games last year, and felt good about those matchups and executed this year, and so just bigger goals this year, and excited to be where we're at.
So you want to talk a little bit about what you had with the Ardmore game and what your thoughts were coming off of that game film.
Yeah, I thought we played a lot better as far as close to a complete football game. I thought that we played really well defensively and continued to spread the ball out and finish drives offensively. And, despite 2 turnovers, I thought we played really well, and I thought our offensive line played really well, one of their best games as a unit. And we got back to, running and tackling and forcing people to 4th downs, and that's what we want to do. So we want to build on that. That was a big win for us, and a lot of positives that we can take and build on moving forward.
Well, I know it's not really the elephant in the room, but, I'll just say that the realities of people, even kids, you look at teams, you look at scores, you looked at Ardmore, you got Altus. How do you guard against for your team to kind of skate through the mentality? Because, you got the meat of your schedule right after that with some other opponents. But, and Altus has improved from where they were for a couple of years ago. But, Altus is still, struggling, so to speak, and that's just being real about it. So how do you guard against for your team not to play down at that level, so to speak?
Yeah, I think we do a good job ever since the season started of, we've got something to improve on every day, and we've got goals and we've got targets as a team that we want to focus on, and, we want to play, to our standard every week, and just, it doesn't matter who that is, but we're practicing. And it's just, something we've said, we're not practicing to beat Altus, we're practicing to beat everybody we play. And I think if you have that mentality, then you're always pushing to the next step, despite any, and a lot of respect to Altus, and Coach Reed's doing a good job, and you can definitely see the improvement.
Yeah.
But that's just kind of how we carry ourselves, is we want to just try to practice to beat everybody we play.
Anything about this district that's kind of shaping up? Because, you kind of look, you see other teams, other scores, and how is this district faring out to play out for you right now? How do you see it?
Well, you look, MacArthur's really talented, Midwest City's really talented, and then, there's 2 teams, 1-1 in district play, and so you think you put us in the top 3, and as the season winds, you'll start to see these games come up, and I think that's kind of how it's going to shake out, but you never know, man. There's been some wild things happen, take last year, for example, with the 3 and 4 spots. So, but just to combat all that, we just got to keep getting better, and when the games get here, we need to be prepared and ready for them.
Immediately, because I was at both games, the flash when you said that is the catch that you had at Cameron Stadium against MacArthur, and then the next week the catch that Midwest City had in the last seconds at your place. So yeah, these games could come right down to it. So, and we're looking forward to that if that's the case, because we're all in the network for Midwest City, Elgin, and MacArthur. So going forward, how would you still like to see the team improve as a whole?
Yeah, we had a great talk today after practice about just being. We're creatures of habit is what we ended up saying, and at this point in the season, everybody kind of can get in a lull. Maybe it's a little thing, maybe it's a big thing. So we just kind of had some self-reflection here mid-season, and we want to get back to doing everything right and being able to look at those habits, that maybe are bad and get back to some good habits, because that can happen. We're creatures of habit, and we got to make sure we're doing the right thing and looking to be better every day.
Got some players with us, so we'll go. You can take the mic right there. Give us your name, your position, and what grade.
My name's Cole. I play wide receiver, and I'm a senior.
Okay, and so how has this senior ride been? I mean, you coming into your freshman, looking back at your senior year, vast difference a little bit. So how is this season compared to those?
Freshman year, it was rough, man. I was the little guy, the new pup. Had to learn how it was to play under Coach White, and it's my high school football. But senior year, you kind of get used to your guys and used to your team, and you build that bond that's not like nothing else.
If you're a senior and you're looking at some underclassmen and, just like you were starry-eyed as a freshman, what advice would you give to those incoming freshmen right now?
Don't lose sight of what's in front of you. Playing high school football, it's a really big thing. And you can make it really, really special, so don't lose sight of what's in front of you.
Well, and the other thing is, too, and coaches will tell you, family members will tell you, take it all in your senior year because it goes by so fast. And we already talked about this last week, halfway through the season already. Now we're into week 6. It's just going to start really, the sand in the hourglass is going to dissipate, and it's going to be, wow, where did the season go? I thought we were just starting summer workouts, and stuff like that. So are you kind of slowing those moments down to kind of take some of that in?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, this season's gone by so quick already. We're at homecoming, and it just went by in the blink of an eye. So I'm trying to take it all in, take what it got.
Well, Coach Jack was talking about this, that it was you were everybody's homecoming for a stretch there. Yeah. I think 2 weeks in a row, and now you've got your homecoming. Yeah. So maybe you're done with homecomings after that, then, right?
Well, let's hope. The plan is to go 4-0 for homecoming.
That makes for a little bit longer halftime, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now, some of these schools will have some of the stuff in the they have such big productions that they do it beforehand. Now, you guys have a production like a parade, and that parade's like in the afternoon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right before our pep rally, 7th hour, so we'll do it during school.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, and the town really rallies around that.
Oh,
yeah. And
we got a really strong community out here.
Well, and community support. They ride with you. I've seen the pictures, the videos of your and who started the milk jug rock thing? Do you know how that started and why that's become a phenomenon out in Elgin?
I have no idea, but I love it, man.
Yeah. Well, I experienced it last year. Coming into the Midwest City game, I was kind of help filling in, and I heard it after. I mean, those things rattle every play. Over every different thing. In fact, you guys were restricted, I guess, Ardmore. You guys have a little pop confetti thing, and, I follow all the social media things, and the school said, well, Ardmore won't let you bring those. So, I don't know what else you have. If you have the pop confetti, you have the jugs. What else do they have? Any other noisemakers?
Well, the people in our student section, they're really loud, man. We got a lot of spirit.
Well, between Eisenhower and MacArthur, and that got to be really – they're bringing train horns now into games. And I don't know if Elgin is adapted to bringing a train horn next, but, that's kind of the going thing, about after scores and stuff like that.
We've done it before.
Okay, all right. What's your favorite food?
I'd have to say chicken fettuccine Alfredo.
All right. And what do you like to do when you're not playing football? What is on your free time? What do you find yourself doing?
I just hang out with my friends and try to have a good time. Man.
All right, let's talk to the guy next to you. Give us your name, your position, and what grade you're in.
My name's Carson Hitt. I'm center, and I'm a 12th grader.
Yeah, okay. And then also, your dad's the athletic director for Elgin. You have wrestling in your blood there too, in the bloodline there. That's kind of a nice trade-off there with sports. So, how exciting has this season been for you?
Oh, it's my first season fully starting, and it's just been a great time. We've won every game, so it's going good so far.
So how would you like to improve going forward?
Just get better at my technique and pushing people and doing better at blocks.
Now, I talked a little bit about one of our guests from MacArthur who just rightfully so, he wasn't really that great of a film watcher. What about you? Do you watch a lot of film? Do you like watching film, or is film kind of like homework assignment?
We watch it every morning sometimes, but I don't I probably need to watch more film too. So
I've been putting more guys on the spots today about film. The only reason I bring it up is because the Deion factor that everybody's talking about. You know, he's talking about the importance of that, you know, and stressing it to maybe younger generations about film study. And he said, and MacArthur said they track it too. You know, they know when you're on, how long you're on, how much time you spend on it. So, you know, coaches want to know how much investment you have on it too. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is also chicken fettuccine Alfredo.
Okay, and where do you get the best? Where's the best place to get it?
My mom.
All right. Shout out to Mom. So she makes it. So if Mom makes the best fettuccine Alfredo, how often do you get it?
Not enough.
There's a shameless plug for moms across the. You know, like, is it just like for your birthday or every now and then, or you get a little bit more than that?
It's just every now and then.
Yeah, every now and then. Okay, when she feels like it. Well, maybe a little bit of flowers or a card or something else like that will help ensue that a little bit. Okay, now I didn't ask your player next to you this question, but I'll save it for you. What game still left on the calendar excites you the most emotionally as a player? Who is it, and why?
I'd say MacArthur. They gave us a really good game last year, and
yeah,
I just want to see how it ends up this year.
Yeah, I know. It's like your opponent right down the interstate, just a little bit of a drive there, so it's kind of becoming an instant rivalry game already with the success that you guys have had in your first year at 5A. Well, good luck with you the rest of the way, and we'll hope to talking to more of you guys soon. All right, so Chalmer Wyatt, Elgin Owls here at the Hangout, and we'll be back to talk to Lawton High and Eisenhower as we'll continue with our Coaches Show right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton's newest hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road. A family-friendly atmosphere featuring their award-winning pizza and calzone, made fresh daily from their secret family recipe, with handcrafted burgers, wings, appetizers, salad, and homemade desserts, including deep-fried banana pudding. Come hang out with us. The Hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road in Lawton.
We are celebrating.
Here at Pam & Barry's team, we've been helping you through the real estate process for more than 20 years.
We want to thank you for choosing our team to help you.
We sold our house at full asking price, and it took less than about a week to get our full asking price with Pam & Barry.
Don't go at it alone.
Let us handle it all here.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Drop back to pass. He's got some time. Forks out of the pocket. Man, he's got room. He's looking downfield. And he's got a man wide open. It's Kyrie Coleman. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Can he get in? Touchdown, Bulldogs! 40-yard.
Cooksey checking with his guys. Racer Faithful getting loud. Cooksey has the snap. Got time to throw a fire on the flat pass. It's caught. It's immediately. Ball's loose. It rolls out of the end zone. They're going to say it's incomplete.
King will throw. He's going to launch it for the first down.
He's open.
He has a man.
Touchdown.
And it's caught for a touchdown. Touchdown, Midwest City.
Back to pass, back to work. Set up the screen pass to Josh Rushing. Makes the connection to the 40, 45, 50. Off to the races. One man to beat. He will score. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, MacArthur!
Talking to Coach Hill a little bit about that. I mean, there goes Brody.
There's Brody. He's to the 40. He's going to be brought down. No, he's not. He's going to be in the 20, 15, 10. That is an Elgin Owl touchdown.
Woo! This time Sperry keeps it himself, comes out the middle. He got the first down. He throws on the Jets. He's got 20 to beat. 10, 5, touchdown, Kevin Sperry.
Wow.
All right, we're back here at the Hangout at Cash Road, right next to Anderson Pharmacy. You can join us each and every Tuesday, 6 p.m., where we talk football. We talk football with all of our area schools. We want to thank them for spending some time with us, coaches and players, each and every week. We have a blast doing it. I know that you can be a part of it, either live by watching it or coming in person. We'd love to have you. Don't forget the pizza special, which is the family night special for the Coaches Show. It's one large pizza. You've got the cheesy bread, 4 drinks, and dessert, all for $40. Don't forget, during the lunch special, $9.95, the burger basket, which includes your drink, or the small pizza, which includes your drink as well. So the Eisenhower Eagles up next. Coach Terry Bell will join us. It's the first time you were with us.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm going to show my age, but I known you when. And that means when you were a player, actually before you were a high school player.
Right.
And that just dates me. Because if it dates me any worse than that, our last coach coming up, Ryan Breeze, was a sophomore in high school when I started calling Lawton High games, and now he's coaching and you're coaching, and I'm going, right. Okay, I feel like Coach Harris, you know, and I'm long since history back then, and you know, like all this coming up. Right. How has this season been for you guys?
Man, I think we're getting to where we want to be. You know, we're trying to tighten up those little things, you know, that are kind of getting us in some of these games that we feel like we should be winning. But, you know, we're getting to where we want to be, and that's the important thing, is getting better every week. So. Well, you know, you've kind of had ups and downs with it. This season for you has been kind of hard to pinpoint because, you know, it's kind of, okay, you have these flashes of stuff, and then you had the Lawton High win with it, you know, with that rivalry game, which was so huge and a lot of emotions with it. And then, you know, you had the MacArthur game, you know, it's very tight, you know, up to that first half. Right. And then you got Carl Albert, and I don't think that's fair for anybody to compare with Carl Albert, you know, at least not right now. Anybody can. So, you know, what are you heading into this week? You know, it just keeps getting bigger and better. You know, last week was Bishop McGuinness. That was a game that, man, you were up 14-0. I thought, okay, here we go. I mean, this is what I've been waiting to see. And then things kind of dissipate. But, you know, the experience that these teams bring in, you can't ever take away. I know players won't understand it, but good coaching with, you know, programs that are used to winning, right, they don't get as rattled, you know, as a 14-0 deficit. Right. That's kind of what I'm talking about, getting where we want to be. Is just kind of finishing these games that we're in. You know, we start off hot and then kind of, you know, let off the gas a little bit, and we're just trying to clean that up and kind of finish guys off and, you know, just kind of building that culture. That's kind of what we're trying to do. So. Well, this week you got Piedmont, another big game. It's going to be on the road. What did you see about them? I know that you know they've had their challenges too about what they've seen. So, what are you going to see coming into this game on Friday? Well, I think you know, they run that flex bone offense, so we just need to stay disciplined on the defensive side of the ball. And on offense, kind of just give our defense more of a chance. You know, they've really been kind of bailing us out a lot lately, and you know, I'm kind of preaching, especially to our O-line. You know, hey, let's give our defense a chance and let's go out and score some points like we know how to do. Yeah. So, anything more that you'd like to see you improve as a team as you get in, you know, further into this district play? You know, I think it doesn't get any easier from here on out. So I think the big thing for us is just kind of staying together. You know, not you know, getting spread apart, and just staying together as a team and just kind of keep our game plan and know what we got going in, and just staying strong together, I think will be good for us going forward. Well, I know we've had games that had to be pushed to 8 o'clock because of the heat. There is a tremendous, I guess, cold front. Even though Texas game, they're saying it's going to be like in the maybe upper 60s to almost 70 degrees. Right. It's going to be that Friday night. You're actually going to get football Friday night weather up in Piedmont. How is that going to feel to finally get football weather? Man, it'll feel good to not be, you know, burning up on that turf out there. So I think it'll give us a good, you know, we'll have that good fresh breeze out there to get us going. So I think it'll be good for us. Very good. Burning up, so. Coach Terry Bell, Eisenhower Eagles. We got some players with us. Well, why don't you grab the microphone there, and got a lot to talk about. You don't know who I am, but I've known your family for a long time. In fact, this goes compliment to your great-grandfather, Milo Gordon. I moved here in 1987, and the first person that ever introduced himself to me was Milo Gordon. I was in a bank line, and he came up to me and he said,
I'm Milo Gordon. I want to introduce myself to you. And he said, I don't think I know you. I know you, and I know everybody in Lawton. And I told him, I just moved here and stuff like that. He welcomed me. But I was just so impressed by that kind of introduction, a new person coming into a town like that. But then, between your grandfather and between both Todd and Mitchell, they've got such an Eisenhower legacy. They bleed blue, and they always have. What does it mean to you to fill that kind of representation of another Wyatt coming through the Eisenhower program?
It means a lot. I got to show out and go hard all the time so I can live up to that legacy.
Yeah. Do they ever give you any kind of pointers, or they kind of leave that to yourself? I mean, do they kind of give you any input on the weekends on Saturday, or just tell you a good game, or any kind of insight they give you?
Yeah, all the time. They give me when I do good, they tell me I do good and congratulate me. And when I have stuff I need to work on, they tell me what I need to work on and help me with it.
Tell you what, there is, if you pay close attention at night and they get around the campfire or whatever, you'll hear an Eisenhower story or two, I'm sure. Do you have any of those Eisenhower football stories that you've heard for so long that not that you have to say, but you've heard what I'm talking about, those kind of back in the yesteryears of the Wyatt boys?
There's one story that I've heard from my dad and my grandpa, is that they had blue popsicles every home game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a tradition they used to do.
Well, and they had a good coach that they had. I'll keep all the little secrets that they share, but it is kind of fun reminiscing a lot of Eisenhower folklore. If you ever want to get that, the Wyatts will present that. What's your favorite food?
I like pancakes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir.
All right. And what do you like to do on your spare time when you're not playing football?
I'm either catching up on sleep, watching film, or doing homework.
Okay, now we already talked about legacy with the family with Eisenhower, but what does it mean for you to be an Eagle?
It means a lot for me. I just always wanted to be an Eagle. I got pictures hanging up in my house from when I was a little kid going to games.
Yeah.
And it's just an honor to be playing where my family's played.
Yeah, and with that, don't you think it's been kind of exciting that Coach Harris has kind of brought back that, he's welcomed those alum, he's embraced the tradition of what Eisenhower Eagle football was, and I think he's captured that and then is presenting that to a younger generation that may not understand, you get around here in this town, they're going to say there's a year that was called the National Championship year, and they're going to talk about that, and there's classes that remember that. And they talk about those successful years. And so, it's good to kind of embrace that and bring those back. Do you think Coach has done a good job of kind of embracing the tradition and history of Eisenhower football?
Absolutely. I look forward to what else Coach Harris can do for this program and what we can do for the community.
All right. Well, good luck with you the rest of the way. We've got someone next to you, and give us your name, your position, and what grade you're in.
My name is Derek Cornegay, safety, and I'm a senior.
Okay, senior. What has this senior season been for you?
Ups and downs, just trying to get through the season, help my team out.
How did you want to get better in your position coming into this year?
Probably tackling. I think I'm pretty good ball hawk, so I just get working on tackling.
Did you ever get now? Ball hawks are, it's give or take. Ball hawks think that they can get every ball, right? And then when you don't, and you're out of position, and it means 6, then what?
Just gotta get up and go to the next play.
Okay, all right. I don't mind you being a ball hawk, but you got to be smart about it. Okay. But it never fails, and it's not just you. I see in the collegiate level, you see it in the pro level, and they'll come back to the sideline and say, Coach, I thought I had it. I thought I had it, and it's maybe by inches, it may have had it, but that's all part of it. What do you like to do when you're not playing football?
Sleep.
Sleep. Hey, I love it. I love the honesty of it. They wear you down so much. Are you glad that you got all that summer training behind you where you don't have to jog down to Cameron Stadium and then do flights of stairs and then run back? Was that a bunch of fun?
I'm going to be honest, I was not there during the summer.
Oh, Coach Harris, you got a little list right there to say someone's got some makeup things. You thought you were going to get some sleep on the weekend. You got some makeup to do. All right, any particular game from here on out that excites you on the calendar as a player? If so, who would it be and why?
I think it would be Piedmont.
Yeah.
We got to get a district win.
Yeah.
Redeem ourselves.
Well, the thing is that, you kind of painted yourself in that little box right now. You could claw your way out, and I think you guys are capable about doing it. You're just going to have to do it on the road.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, good luck, Terry Bell. Congratulations on the season up to this point, and best of luck the rest of the way. So we are here at the Hangout, and we will be back to wrap things up with Lawton High. We're going to talk to the Wolverines coming up next on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton's newest hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road. A family-friendly atmosphere featuring their award-winning pizza and calzone, made fresh daily from their secret family recipe. With handcrafted burgers, wings, appetizers, salad, and homemade desserts, including deep-fried banana pudding. Come hang out with us. The Hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road in Lawton.
Drop back to pass. He's got some time. Forks out of the pocket. Man, he's got room. He's looking downfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Kyrie Coleman. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Can he get in? Touchdown, Bulldogs! 40-yard.
Cooksey checking with his guys. Racer Faithful getting loud. Cooksey has the snap. Got time to throw a fire on the flat pass. It's caught. Dropped immediately. Ball's loose. It rolls out of the end zone. They're going to say it's incomplete.
King will throw. He's going to launch it for the first down.
He's open.
He has a man.
Touchdown.
And it's caught for a touchdown. Touchdown, Midwest City.
Back to pass, back to work. Set up the screen pass to Josh Rushing. Makes the connection to the 40, 45, 50. Off to the races. One man to beat. He will score. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, MacArthur!
Talking to Coach Hill a little bit about that. I mean, there goes Brody.
There's Brody. He's to the 40. He's going to be brought down. No, he's not. He's going to be in the 20, 15, 10. That is an Elgin Al touchdown.
Woo! This time Sperry keeps it himself, cuts out the middle. He got the first down. He throws on the Jets. He's got 20 to beat. 10, 5, touchdown, Kevin Sperry.
Wow.
All right, back here at the Coaches Show on Cash Road, right across from Anderson Pharmacy. You want to come join us because we'd love to have you each and every Tuesday. Don't forget, we've got the Family Night Special, which gets you your large pizza. It gets you cheesy bread, 4 drinks, and dessert, all for $40. You can't feed the family like that any cheaper or inexpensive. Also, the lunch special is $9.95, which is the burger basket and the drink, or the small pizza and the drink for $9.95. That's each weekday. They've got games up on the big screen on Thursday night football, Monday night football, Friday high school football. You can come in here if your team's on the road. You can request that. They'll pull it up. The Oklahoma Sports Network live here at the Hangout. And then Saturday college pros on Sunday. And then, they've got Hail and Farewell Party going on right now. You can book your reservations. They got pool tables. They got karaoke on Wednesday. Yeah, I'm out of breath because they're just too busy doing so much. It's hard to keep up with. Ryan Breeze, Lawton High Wolverines. We were talking to Terry Bell, a former player there for Lawton High. And just like Javon Harris, former MacArthur player, goes to Eisenhower. And I was telling him, I said I was feeling my age because the first time I got to interview him. And I said, I remember when you were this little. And I said, if this makes you any older, I said, my first year of doing Lawton High football was your sophomore year. Yeah. And I got to call your first I think it is your official first recorded touchdown, which was in a playoff game. Also, Pogai goes down, and the very first play. I think I got this right? It wasn't a handoff.
No,
it was
I fumbled the first snap.
Okay,
I was
you
scared
fumbled the
to
first
death.
snap. Okay. Well, yeah,
Scared to
because
death.
we were at OU. We're up in Norman.
A kid from Union hit me and knocked me in the next week.
And you weren't thinking about going in particularly at that time, and they said, Ryan, you're up. So, yeah, it just dates me to show you how old I am, not how old Ryan is, and now head coach of the Lawton High Wolverines. So we'll talk a little bit about last week, and then, as we transition to another short week, because you're a Thursday night matchup, not a stranger to Thursday night because we share the Cameron Stadium with 2 other schools. So what did you come away with learning about yourself from last week?
We're in a dogfight. We go in at halftime down 14-8, come out the second half, and, we ended up with 6 turnovers, and 4 of those in the second half. We had 5 balls that just were tip picks, plays we should have made. We felt like going into the game, we felt like it was a very winnable game, but not with 6 turnovers.
Right.
Pretty frustrated. We gave them some short fields, and they were able to score. And then their quarterback is a really good athlete. I mean, he shocked us a year ago when we went up there, and they upset us a year ago. And so we knew, what we were up against coming in, and we were concerned about corralling him, getting him on the ground. And he was able to shake loose for 2 long runs. And they've got a big wideout, about 6'4", can run. I know he was in the finals, I think, for the 200 at the state track meet last year.
Wow.
And so they
well, you've done pretty good about recruiting track guys and trying to get them out for track. So you know that track stuff,
yeah.
And that's kind of helped.
It's huge, for making plays in space. We've got to get the ball to space and be able to outrun them, and for home run plays, and we're struggling with that right now on both sides.
I think that your dad was one that helped recruit a player named Antonio Perkins, who wasn't really planning on playing football. He did, in middle school and whatnot. But, Coach, I think I'm just going to run track. And he said, I think you want to give this a little try. And so, that track experience kind of helps out in football, doesn't it?
No doubt.
All right. And are you still the active track coach there at Lawton High? So, you get to recruit the hallways in both ways, right?
No doubt.
Yeah. Okay. So X's and O's breakdown for what your keys to the game for this week. Short week, Thursday here at Cameron Stadium.
I mean, don't turn it over 6 times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Number one, yeah.
Claxton is going to have 2 or 3 really, really good athletes. They always do. They're a very good basketball school. There's an abundance of athletes there. They typically struggle up front. So we're going to have to tackle, when we get put in one-on-one situations, get them on the ground. I'm confident we'll win the line of scrimmage. So we should be able to do what we want to up front, both sides of the ball. But, in this, this week we're focusing on ourselves, and we're, continuing to improve and try to get better, and, taking all of our weaknesses. Like I know Coach Lincoln was upset about the receivers' drops. So every drop this week in practice, the kids had to go to up downs right then.
Wow.
Just every single drop. And sometimes it's frustrating because we don't have enough receivers to line up because they're doing up downs, but we're making it a point of emphasis.
Sure. It's almost like turnovers, or get wet balls and stuff like that. Just to kind of simulate rain stuff to make sure it's ball security and stuff like that. So, that's kind of a good progression. You've got. Do you like being at home for this week, especially after what's going on?
It's homecoming.
Oh, it is homecoming. Okay.
It's homecoming. It's Thursday night. I'm glad we're at home. I'm glad we're not driving up to play at Taft, and so we need to get our confidence back.
Yeah, and this would be a good time for you to do it. The timing for it is just right for you as well. So, good luck with that. On Thursday you'll catch that on our broadcast, 6:30 for pregame, 7 o'clock for kickoff. And I don't know if it's going to hit Thursday, but I was talking to the other schools about. Do you see this weekend's weather? Like in OU, Texas, is only going to be like 67 or 70 degrees. Yeah, we're going to get a cold front that's going to come in. It's going to get back to the 80s next week, but for the weekend, it's going to be enjoyable. We're going to maybe get football weather quarterback.
I didn't know that. I was unaware of that.
No, Friday. Well, you weren't aware that we're moving it to 8 because it's 106. You know, I think I'm kind of done with doing those.
No
okay,
doubt.
Ryan Brees, Lawton High Wolverines. Good luck to you on Thursday. We'll have that game as well. We're going to come and wrap things up here at the Hangout as our Area Coaches Show continues right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton's newest hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road. A family-friendly atmosphere featuring their award-winning pizza and calzone, made fresh daily from their secret family recipe. With handcrafted burgers, wings, appetizers, salad, and homemade desserts, including deep-fried banana pudding. Come hang out with us. The Hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road in Lawton.
All right, we're going to wrap things up here as our coaches show. We want to thank all of our area teams. All 5 in the books came. MacArthur, we had Eisenhower, Lawton High, Elgin, and Cash. Good luck to them. We'll have all of their games up on the network. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, you can follow us there. Follow us on X, also on Instagram. Download us on these, because this is about 62% still download us on their phones. So you can go to your Apple store or on Android for your Google Play Store, and then just search the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. So we've got a full slate of our games coming up Thursday. There's 3 games. The rest of them will be Friday, 6:30 for pregame, 7 o'clock for kickoffs. Don't forget, Newcastle Coaches Show still going on right now. Tomorrow we have 2 coaches shows. One that's going to be in Altus at 7 o'clock at JD's Hideaway, and at 6:30 the Middell Sports Report at Buffalo Wild Wings. So full slate of sports. That's, if you follow us, you'll kind of know what's next in store for us as we continue our coaches show each and every Tuesday. Glad you could join us, and we'll be back next time around. We'll see you Thursday and Friday night right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.